Mint Salad and I saw Child's Play 2. It is directed by John Lafia, written by Don Mancini, and if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. This movie starts, we're following the company that made Chucky. Dude, he killed some dudes. There's a whole bunch of controversy around this doll. Why did you bring it back? Oh, let's make sure we don't appear controversial. So we're gonna bring back the doll that killed people. And they bring him back. They bring back the guy who died. You know the person who was possessing Chucky? And then he died? Well, he's back. And he's come back with a vengeance. The first sign that something was wrong is that a worker trying to put him back together gets electrocuted. You're just gonna ignore that? Dude, he's dead. Just throw this model in the trash. I guess it's too late. You already got him. He's already on Earth now. He's already in the world in which he's going to try to find a way to get to Andy, which, by the way, he's in foster care. His parents. Sad story. We got a Terminator 2 situation on our hands. We have literally a mother in the psychiatric hospital because no one believes her. Andy is stuck with the knowledge that no one believes his mom, and so he doesn't trust anybody else, which I think he shouldn't. Oh boy, 8 years old in foster care. I feel really bad for Andy. I really hope that he finds a home eventually. He's in a foster house, and this foster family gives him a toy. It gives him Tommy, the Tommy toy, the one that looks like Chucky. But wow, Chucky got out. He was able to find where Andy is. Now he's trying to get to Andy, trying to possess his body, you know, because he has to cut out of dolls to get to different dolls, and so his soul doesn't, like, stay to a body. That's what I thought was happening here, so I like that concept a lot. Immediately, I think I like this movie a little bit more than the first Child's Play. There's something about it. Maybe it's the fact that Andy is in foster care, and as a person who is in foster care, I can relate to this. I'm like, oh man, I understand what Andy's feeling. He's feeling a sense of isolation. He's feeling a sense that no one cares about him or will listen to him, clearly. Or he cares about his mom, and nobody cares about his mom, and he can't do anything about it because he's a kid. It sucks. It's a terrible situation that he's in. And on top of that, we have friggin' Chucky trying to murder him, trying to murder everyone around him. We have friggin' Chucky in the basement. We have the foster parents of Andy be like, hey, that's fine. Look, he's just there. Look, he's chilling there. Look, he's fine. Andy keeps insisting it's the doll. They never believe him. Why do the parents never believe him? At some point, a child's imagination, if insisted upon multiple times, maybe you should investigate as a parent. I don't know, I just feel like that would be a parently thing to do. Find out what your child is trying to figure out. But of course, these are foster parents. They're testing out whether they want to take care of Andy for the rest of their lives or just whisk him away at a drop of a hat. Boom, go, bye. You know, some stuff like that. They don't seem very committed. They don't really care about Andy that much. So they're gonna dismiss him. And that angers me. It angers me because I could feel the same rage that Andy is having. I felt the same rage. No one's listening to me. I see everything. Look, he's right there. Look, he's killing everybody. He's able to leave the basement, follow me into my school, and then write profanities on my homework that I put. Oh wow, the teacher has the profanities that I put on her desk that didn't have the profanities there, but because Chucky was there, they wrote profanities on it, my homework. Then the teacher's mad at me, and then Chucky kills that teacher. There's just murder, death, killing everywhere that Andy sees. And he's only 8. He has to deal with this when he's a youngin'. Imagine when he's olden. Imagine when he's 20. Does he turn into some sort of serial killer, or does he become the most empathetic person in the planet? Andy keeps insisting. Unfortunately, he's so insistent, he tries to take a knife, an electric knife. I never knew those existed. What's the point of electric knife? You can just touch it and then it goes phew, Like, does it make it easier to cut? Is that the point of an electric knife? Anyway, he has an electric knife, and when the foster parents open up the door to the freaking cellar, Chucky is so smart. He made it seem like he was in the basement the entire time. When the foster parent would be like, oh, he's right there. And then he'd be like, he's tricking you guys. You guys got duped. So, rage. So he goes down there with the knife, trying to get Andy. We have freaking Phil is the foster dad's name, by the way. He'd be like, oh, what you doing? Let me come down there. Chucky's underneath the stairs. I see Chucky underneath the stairs. I say at the screen, no, don't do that. Don't walk down the stairs. Chucky gets him, and Phil lands his head onto the concrete below and busts his head open. And then the foster mother be like, it's your fault! For some reason, it's your fault! How? How is it his fault? I honestly interpreted this as she was in mourning. She's in mourning, she's in denial. She has to blame someone, so she's gonna blame the kid? Whatever. Think people are weird. So he goes into foster care. There's a foster sister named Kyle, and she uncovers, oh man, he was actually truthing the entire time because he finds the old Tommy doll that was buried. And I love it. She's like, okay, I gotta go help him. Wow, I can't believe it. Chucky is trying to get you again? Even if you're in the foster care center, he's still gonna try to follow you and try to get you there and then go to the factory. There's a lot of chasing. They're being chased by Chucky a lot. The last third of this movie is very fun. It's a lot of chasing. It's a lot of, oh man, how are they going to ditch Chucky? And it seems like they can never ditch Chucky. They even go to the plant where the dolls are made. They have this heater thing. It'd be like, oh, spray plastic, super hot. They freaking try to melt Chucky. He's still not dead. The only thing that stops Chucky is when his head explodes due to an air pump. And then they just are in the thing now, whatever it's called. What did I just call it? Factory. They're in the factory now. And they don't know what to do. And that's the end of the movie. This Chucky, I felt was fun. It was a fun movie. It definitely felt like Chucky 2. They're doing another Child's Play movie, but the sequel. For some reason, I feel the adding of having Andy in a foster home and me having personal experience of what it's like to be in a foster home around the age in which he was in foster care. I mean, I was a couple years younger than he is. He's 8 now. That was fun. He's 8. I got adopted when I was 8. But I do know what it's like. The people are weird. Siblings are weird. Think about the type of people who go into the foster care system. The type of people who have terrible parents. And of course, with terrible parents, you got some traumatized kids, and they gotta deal with their trauma in their own ways, and so they're gonna be weird. So I just imagine all the foster homes that Andy is going through is very weird. Like, so weird. Overall, I thought the acting was fine. It felt very much on the, you're here for paycheck, but I do like the acting. It seems like they are giving themselves. I mean, what are you gonna expect from child actors? I'm just talking about the child actors in particular. They're doing their best. I appreciate their efforts. As for the adults, it seems like some of the adults have had better acting days. But overall, it's fine. It was a fine and fun movie. I'm interested in Child's Play 3. Let me know what your favorite Child's Play is in the comments below. I gotta give this movie like a solid 6.3 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. The algorithm really likes that. If you want to fast track a movie review, you can do that for $20 dinos. $20 dinos at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you like to help support the daily grindiness of all them daily movie reviews, you can go to this link tree, find the way you can help support the daily grind of all them daily movie reviews. So you can go here. And until next time, mint salad saw. I see you to my salad croutons, baked bits.